don't want to look like a loser right now, but everyone saw I was better than Justin that fight, but the UFC wanted him to win. The lad smashed my eye with his finger. I had to play all of the rounds with a broken eye, which is not fair.
That Scouser does not get knocked out.
Hold on.
My God. Scousers do not get knocked out. That Scouser does not get knocked out.
I'm a Scouser. We don't get knocked out. We don't get knocked out. I take that all day. Hold on.
My God. What a fucking gangster.
Obviously delivered in the main event. It's capped off with a war. Just give us your thoughts on Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett delivering a 5-round battle.
Yeah, I mean, what a couple. So Paddy Pimblett at the weigh-ins yesterday says, I'm going to knock this motherfucker out tomorrow. And I was like, that's interesting. And he never abandoned that game plan. Even when, he got dropped a couple times, I kept waiting for him. I'm like, he's eventually going to have to shoot and try to submit him. Now, I didn't know Paddy Pimblett had a chin like that till tonight. And, yeah, absolute dogfight in a war, and much respect to both guys.
We haven't seen Justin yet, so we don't know what his status is physically. But, I mean, is the interim, is the unification fight have to be next? Or is there a case if he's hurt and needs to be out for a while?
Apparently he's 100%. So we sent Paddy Pimblett straight to the hospital, and then we're going to send Gaethje too. And Gaethje's like, believe me, I've been in plenty of wars. I'm good. So as far as we know right now.
Now that Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje have clashed violently, the entire narrative feels dramatically transformed because what fans actually witnessed inside the octagon did not materialize as smoothly as pre-fight analysis predicted. And the collision between anticipation and actuality is precisely why this battle instantly became one of the most controversial outcomes in modern history.
There, you saw him do it to Michael Chandler. He's taken on the highlight, Justin Gaethje. 26 wins, 5 losses, 20 KOs. The dude fucking KOs people. Early on, he'd calf kick the fuck out of people. He'd calf kick people where they couldn't take it anymore. He had many TKOs from calf kicks alone. The guy is just a dense fucking ball of muscle, built for fighting. 37 years old now. He's crumpled people with his left hook. He's crumpled people with his right hand. Paddy Pimblett is going to have to be very careful throwing his flurries on Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje will sit down and rip a left hook, or sit down, drop his head, and launch a right hand. That's Justin Gaethje's ways to win. He could KO.
Before the opening strike landed, experts were divided on whether Paddy Pimblett's unpredictable movement and grappling instincts could dominate Justin Gaethje, or whether Justin's precision, power, and composure would exploit every opening. And that division set the foundation for a war where every collision felt like it could reverse the storyline in seconds.
Love to see fucking Justin Gaethje with the title around his waist. He earned it. Justin Gaethje's fought all these fucking monsters his whole goddamn career. Edson Barbosa, Donald Cerrone, Eddie Alvarez, Dustin Poirier, Khabib, Michael Chandler, Charles Oliveira, Fiziev twice, Dustin Poirier again, Max Holloway. Like, holy shit. He's fought the elite. So I'd love to see Justin Gaethje get it done. If I had to put, fuck, this is hard. If someone gave me $10,000 to bet with, and they said, hey, put it on who you think's gonna win. God. I'm gonna say 60-40. 60-40. 40% chance that Justin Gaethje knocks Paddy Pimblett out. Hits him on his chin. When Paddy Pimblett's flurrying, hits him right on his fucking, hits him right on the scouser chin. Bunk. Gets dropped. 40% chance, I think. 60% chance this fight, Justin's not able to find him. It's a little bit, it's like a spastic, weird style. He's not able to find his chin. If Paddy Pimblett puts him on his back, it's going to be a long night for Justin Gaethje.
Tim Welch analyzed the matchup through destruction and rhythm, concentrating heavily on Justin Gaethje's calf kicks and counterstriking, detailing how early leg destruction alters posture, mobility, and defensive responses, and how Paddy Pimblett's aggressive attacks manufactured opportunities that a calculated puncher like Justin only requires once. At the same time, Tim Welch recognized that as rounds progressed, the battle naturally evolved towards scrambles and mayhem. And in those moments, Paddy Pimblett's composure, grappling intelligence, and determination to stay threatening off his back generated paths to triumph that made the fight appear like a strategic gamble rather than a foolish mistake.
Will youth be served with Pimblett? Maybe. Gaethje, experience, good striker. He's well-rounded everywhere, but he's got to use the assets of a smaller guy. We've seen it, where you got to box, you got to use your legs, you got to set traps. You know, he's got the capability of doing that. Outmaneuver, outflank Pimblett. You know, Pimblett, let me tell you, he has improved a lot over the last 2 years. He really has, bud. He has gotten better. He's gotten more. You could see he's come into his own. Confidence-wise, physically, he's in great shape. They usually all are. But he's improved. His striking has improved. He's a good wrestler, grappler. But he loves to strike. That's what's going to make this fight really interesting and good. They're both going to strike. I mean, for the most part, they're both going to strike.
Teddy Atlas examined the matchup with a tactician's perspective, stressing that Justin Gaethje required movement, angles, and discipline rather than brawling in the pocket, while also highlighting how much Paddy Pimblett had evolved physically and mentally, becoming tougher, calmer, and more confident in extended exchanges. Even while acknowledging Justin Gaethje's experience, Teddy Atlas favored Paddy Pimblett because youth and momentum often emerge late in battles, especially when exhaustion arrives, and he believed Paddy had more capacity to adjust round by round without compromising his identity or crumbling under pressure.
Might be served here, but I would go with the over on this because I think the over-under is like
2.5 rounds.
How many?
2.5 rounds, over minus 115.
All right, listen. Again, we have a pretty good record here, but you know, I mess up once in a while. I do. That's why it's gambling. But I like the over. I mean, if Gaethje fights the perfect fight, you never know. But I know who the judges are probably favoring. Oh, did I say that? I'm sorry. It shouldn't be anything about that. It should just be about what goes on in the cage or in the ring. But I can't help myself but think about things that I see. So maybe, you know, Gaethje would really have to do a job, I think, to get it, which he could. But I think I probably favor Pimblett a little bit. But at the end of the day, if I had to put my bucks down.
Max Holloway condensed the fight into one savage question: whether Paddy Pimblett could withstand Justin Gaethje's power without collapsing. Because if he could survive the onslaught, Max believed Paddy had the awareness to transform hurt moments into grappling dominance and sudden momentum reversals. At the same time, Max Holloway emphasized that Justin Gaethje never requires volume to transform a fight because every clean punch and kick delivers real devastation, meaning one perfectly timed strike could eliminate rounds of work before Paddy ever discovered any rhythm.
But Paddy, if he can eat it, I can see Paddy catching Gaethje and maybe almost like a Oliveira fight, you know, catch Gaethje, hurt Gaethje wobble, and then, you know, get to Gaethje's back or something, maybe sub him. You know what I mean? Like, Paddy is very well rounded. You know, he out wrestled wrestlers, he out grappled grapplers. He stands with you. You know, he doesn't care. He throws. You know, everybody be like, his chin is in the air. He takes shots. Yeah, he takes shots and he still walk forward. How long will that last? We don't know. And that's the question I have to this fight. Or what his reaction is going to be when Justin Gaethje catches him. Because Justin Gaethje punched like a truck. He kicks like
Morab Devalishi approached the matchup like a genuine coin flip, outlining two clear and merciless paths. Either Justin Gaethje destroys Paddy Pimblett with relentless damage, or Paddy survives long enough to pull the fight into grappling exchanges where momentum gradually slips away from Justin. For Merab, the critical factor was not technique alone but pain threshold, because both fighters are talented enough to win, but only one could consistently endure punishment while still executing smart decisions as exhaustion and pressure intensified over 5 rounds.
For me, this is a flip-up, bro. I'm not surprised if any of these guys win, because I can see 2 clear paths to these guys winning. I can see Gaethje catching Paddy, you know, putting him down, finishing him. Then I can see Pimblett catching Paddy, Pimblett catching Gaethje, maybe knock him out or hurt him enough to where he can get a submission. You know, I think so. Paramount, the UFC did a really great really great job of putting this first Paramount card together. From the main card, the first main card fight, to the main event is sick. It's gonna be action packed, and you fans are gonna love it. You know, the new fans are gonna love it. I mean, Gaethje is just violence. Paddy Pimblett doesn't run away from violence. It's gonna be a fun fight. Like I said, I don't know who to choose. I'm not choosing no one. I see both guys. I think this is a coin flip. I think whoever can endure the more damage is gonna win this one.
Demetrius Johnson emphasized Paddy Pimblett's necessity to remain unpredictable, explaining that constant threats, scrambles, and innovative entries pushed Justin Gaethje into defensive reactions where small positional mistakes could lead directly to submissions or prolonged control. Demetrius Johnson also recognized the experience gap without overlooking Paddy Pimblett's capabilities, emphasizing that once positions are secured, reputation disappears, technique matters more, and Paddy's grappling effectiveness was grounded in timing and creativity rather than opponent name recognition.
With that being said, let me get to the keys of victory for both these guys. When you look at Paddy Pimblett, keys of victory Paddy Pimblett has got to be dynamic. We're starting to see Paddy Pimblett become more comfortable inside the octagon. So the key victory number 1 for Paddy Pimblett is be dynamic, meaning that if Justin Gaethje puts you against the cage, don't be scared to do a flying triangle. If Justin Gaethje tries to go for a dump, go for a Kimura, because 9 out of 10 times when he does that, he's able to turn it into something that favors him in the fight. Key difference number 2, grapple. You know, when you look at Justin Gaethje's past fight, when people grapple him that have a good grappling ability, he seems to have hard times with grapplers, where people, you know, when people drop him, Charles Oliveira dropped him. He crossed the void, jumped on him, got his back, submitted with a rear naked choke. You look when he fought Habib took him down, passed his guard, mounted him, got a triangle from top and rolled to his back. Now I feel like Paddy Pimblett has that grappling ability that can oppose some problems to Justin Gaethje.
Because of preparation and readiness, believing that a slower schedule permitted his body to heal fully and his mind to remain focused, making him a uniquely lethal opponent for someone comfortable to striking heavy wars. Looking back at all the expert perspectives together, what emerges is how few people predicted a safe or easy outcome, because every analysis returned to the same reality. One mistake, one scramble, or one clean shot was always going to determine everything. Now that the fight is concluded and the result is final, the conversation shifts from speculation to analysis, forcing fans to question whether their expectations aligned what happened or whether Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje once